How much do your accessory muscles grow when doing compound movements such as squats, deadlifts, bench presses, and pull-ups? Now let's go through the most popular compound exercises and how much they activate the target and the accessory muscles during the lift. I will put the rough percentages on how big the muscle activation is for the muscles on the screen for each of the exercises. Firstly, on squats the primary focus is on the quadriceps, hamstrings and glutes also being well targeted. In squats there are also smaller accessory muscles like calves, adductors and core muscles which are activated to maintain balance and proper form. Secondly, on deadlifts the primary muscles involved are the hamstrings, glutes, lower back, and traps. However, the accessory muscles that come into play include the forearms, due to grip strength demands, and the core, which stabilizes the spine throughout the lift. Thirdly, bench press primarily targets the chest, having as accessory muscles, triceps, front delts, and even a little bit of biceps and core. Next, we have overhead press, which is a staple compound movement primarily targeting front delts, and as important accessory muscles being medial delt, triceps, and core. Obviously, if you do this movement seated down or in a machine, core muscle don't play as huge of a role as when you are standing up. And the fifth exercise we will be going through is wide grip pull-ups, which has as the main targeted muscle lats, and as the accessory muscles biceps, upper back, rhomboids, traps, and even the core, which is essential for maintaining proper form and making sure that you get full range of motion. The amount of muscle you can gain to your accessory muscles obviously depends on a few things, but now I will tell you in which cases it's possible to see growth in those accessory muscles. Firstly, if the accessory muscles are taken to either failure or close to failure, as in some lifts such as pull-ups, does your core, for example, really get to the ultimate failure? Probably not. So you can't expect a good amount of muscle growth to your core for that reason. But, on the other hand, in movements like close grip underhand chin-ups, it's very likely that both your lats and biceps can reach failure, which means you can expect growth to both of these muscles. This is an important thing to think about when wondering if your accessory muscles will grow well from your big compound movements. Another thing to think about is the range of motion what your accessory muscles will be going through. Usually the muscles which go through a greater range of motion also grow more than the muscles which stay on the same place throughout the movement. Third time when you will grow a good amount of size in your accessory muscles is when you are a beginner. As a beginner, even though although your accessory muscles don't reach even remotely close to failure, they will still grow. That's the reason why as a beginner it's suggested to focus on compound movements. So, in conclusion, compound movements engage both targeted and accessory muscles. The amount of growth in accessory muscles depends on factors such as how close you go to failure, range of motion, and training experience.